It has been millennia since the fall of Remuria, and its history has long faded into the mists of mythology and superstition. Legends tell of how before the birth of the Court of Fontaine, there was an empire known as Remuria. Remurians believed their king Remus would bring eternal prosperity to the islands of the High Sea. However, the God King's seers prophesied discord. The greatest empire will face the most utter destruction, and this is Fortuna. Thus did the God King derive the primordial plan from the cycle of the 7 days and winds blowing over sea and land, and composed a splendorous symphony based upon it. He believed that the polities could escape fate's judgment and attain eternal paradise if they harmonized with his perfect symphony. But today, welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.6 special program! Let's take a look at the trailer! On occasion, we hold barbecue dinners at the house. They hunt for food, compete with each other, even cooperate. They enjoy participating in activities like that, and the feeling is mutual. After all, it's always possible certain familiar faces will be missing from the crowd the next time a similar event rolls around.
Something has come up, and since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
It was a great plan, shrouded in secrecy.
We all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
That's how I gained my power.
The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Participating in the plan will lose a lot of members in the process.
I did not anticipate we would meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis.
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neverlet, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine. Transfixed! Everlasting as the moon! An order once given cannot be rescinded.
Do you have any idea what you're doing? You're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find.
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
A traitor. Cyno was chosen, but he was not the only one.
You'd like me to return my power?
I'm really looking forward to this rite of duels. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours.
I want you to become the next king of the house, yet you seem to have different ideas.
I'm not saying I have all the answers, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form. Good things come to children who do as they're told, so I do hope you decide to tag along.
There are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
I don't want to disobey an order from Father.
So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
Dun 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 dun! Hello, I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice.
Welcome!
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that everyone would agree that the House of the Hearth
is the voice of Linny, and he's also a member of the House of the Hearth.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And although he's not a member of the House of the Hearth, we've also brought the harbinger of laughter and cheer, the one and only voice of Arataki Ito.
What up? It's me, Max Middleman! Hey everybody, what's going on? My bros, my guys, my dudes. Dude, so good.
Are you excited to be here?
Vibes.
Vibes for days.
All right, well, without any further delay, let's start introducing the new content from version 4.6. I've heard that travelers will be experiencing new content related to the House of the Hearth in the upcoming version. Aaron, why don't you give us a rundown on what sort of organization the House of the Hearth is?
Yes, it would be my pleasure. Based on the most recent intelligence reports, the House of the Hearth is a Fatui intelligence organization operated by the Knave. It takes in children who no longer have a home due to all manner of reasons, and they receive an education in a variety of disciplines. Naturally, at the same time as it provides a home, the children also take on various responsibilities.
Okay, this sounds like everything that we already know from the game. Is there more news to hear?
Yes, everyone knows that the House of the Hearth is a rather complicated orphanage, and the Knave, the fourth harbinger of the Fatui, is still hiding many unsolved mysteries. So how about we start diving into all the new information that we have about Arlecchino?
Let's do it!
Yes, let's do it!
Okay, first, I want to hear it straight from y'all. What kind of person do you think the Knave is?
Oh no. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling a lot of pressure right now. This is giving me all sorts of deja vu. I guess during the Fontaine Archon quest, I noticed that Arlecchino was really skilled at directing the conversation. Her way of speaking was incredibly refined and polite, but she was also incredibly intimidating. I mean, remember how Farina pretended not to recognize her and talked about having nightmares? I totally get where she was coming from. But that's just an outsider's point of view, right? What is the Knave like as a parent? I think Damon is probably the best person to answer that question. Okay, take it away.
Okay, you were hoping that I would be the weakest link?
Yeah.
Well, she's a very strict father.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Strict. All right, it sounds like she gives everyone an intimidating impression.
Yeah, but I think Arlecchino loves all of the house's children equally, and she would never treat them harshly for no reason, though the kids feel a lot of pressure during her lessons and are often scared speechless by her stern attitude. It's probably for their own good. In an organization like the Fatui, these kids actually need to be more mature, tough, and patient than other children who are their age, you know?
That's actually kind of sad, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Who hurt this Knave? I want to know. Why are they this way?
Okay, wait. Are you trying to say that she treats the kids like that because she was traumatized?
Ooh, okay. Now that's very sharp of you, but let's keep Arlecchino's secrets hidden for just a little bit longer.
Okay. I do have a question, though. Why did the children call her father?
Well, if you're curious about Arlecchino's past, then you'll have to find your answer in the game.
That's fair.
Her story quest, Ignis Purgatorius, will be released with version 4.6. Now, I don't want to spoil anyone's gameplay experience by saying too much about her quest, okay? But I do hope that travelers will be able to appreciate Arlecchino's unique charm.
Version 4.6 will also introduce a new feature, the Focused Experience Mode. Now, if you use the feature while playing Arlecchino's story quest, then it will... So, hopefully this mode will help travelers have a better story experience, you know?
Nice.
That's right. Yeah. And in the future, this function...
Quest, I'm also looking forward to hearing the Knave's voiceover lines because Erin's kind of awesome. We'll finally be able to hear what she thinks about the other Harbingers, too.
Yes, I selfishly also think that will be cool.
Yes.
Next, let's take a look at Arlecchino's elegant yet deadly fighting style.
Ooh.
Intrigue!
Yeah!
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see. Transfixed! This is where you fall.
She's
so cool.
That was awesome.
I like how she glides.
Yes.
Yeah, she's very elegant. Like, that was a perfect descriptor. Like, elegant but deadly. Like a ballerina of death.
Yes.
Everything she does is so effortless.
I know, right?
Yes. All right, well, if we're going to talk about Arlecchino's combat abilities, then we're gonna have to talk about the Bond of Life mechanic. You might have been a victim to it while you were fighting elite Fatui operatives in Fontaine. Does anyone still remember what a bond of life is?
Oh, are you gonna be teaching us about her abilities? Guys, you're too loud. Pipe down. Sorry, let's listen to what she has to say.
Wait, I think I remember. It's the red portion of the HP bar. When you have a bond of life active, it'll absorb any healing that your character receives. Right?
Very good, student. When Arlecchino has a bond of life greater than or equal to a certain percentage of her health bar, they're elemental infusions. And while she's in this state, her normal attacks will consume a portion of her current bond of life to deal more damage and reduce the remaining cooldown on her elemental skill.
Whoa. Wait a second.
It's a lot.
So you're saying that she'll deal more damage with her normal attack when her bond of life is higher?
Put simply, yes.
Whoa, wait a second. No, wait, I get it. Wait, so Arlecchino can give herself a bond of life, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, otherwise she'd have to chase down enemies who can put a bond of life on her. Actually, that sounds kind of funny.
I'd like to see that. And that brings us to our elemental skill. Arlecchino's skill doesn't just damage enemies, it also applies a blood debt directive to any enemy that it hits, which will damage them periodically. And when she uses a charged attack or her elemental burst, she'll absorb nearby blood debt directives. This also allows her to obtain a bond of life based on the number of directives that she absorbed. So don't worry, Max.
Oh, I was very concerned.
I know you were.
Okay, hold on. She can't regain HP until her bond of life is removed, right? So how does she stay in the fight?
Well, after dishing out damage, Arlecchino's elemental burst will reset the cooldown of her elemental skill and heal her based on her attack and her current bond of life.
Oh, okay.
Also, thanks to one of her talents, while Arlecchino is in combat, she gains bonus pyro damage, but also cannot be affected by any healing effects other than the healing provided by her burst.
Whoa, so that seems like she's as ruthless to herself as she is to her enemies. Like she needs therapy.
Probably. She's kind of a savage. I mean, right. So Arlecchino even has a special kind of movement whenever she uses her charged attack, right?
Ooh, that looks perfect for scaring her enemies.
Yes.
Yeah, and for putting some serious pressure on them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about time to introduce the event wishes in version 4.6. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
So exciting!
All right, during the first phase of version 4.6, Arlecchino, the knave, and Linny will both enjoy a drop rate boost. The all-new 5-star polearm Crimson Moon Semblance will also become available. Also, the Wanderer and Baiju will return in the second phase, so be sure to keep an eye out.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Okay, so Aaron and Damon, do you have any other news you'd like to share?
Actually, I do. Let's discuss the new weekly boss.
Oh,
That's
my
right. We were just talking about how the knave shows different faces to her family members and to outsiders, but in special circumstances, she will reveal another side.
That's right. Are you ready to see a new knave?
Yes! I am ready!
So ready!
Wow. Not even Linny and Fremine have seen this side of her before.
So the knave is accepting challengers now?
Oh my gosh, she's so elegant, but also super duper dangerous.
Smooth. It feels even more badass with twice the badassitude.
Hey!
It's not so simple to see the knave's other side. She'll appear normally at first, as if she were giving you an ordinary training lesson, waiting to counter your attacks.
Yeah, it seems like she'll dodge all of our attacks like a phantom if we're out of her immediate range.
Yeah, it feels like she's implying that we're all in the palm of her hand.
I mean, you guys know what her personality's like. She doesn't want her children crying or running away from conflict. Instead, she hopes that they'll be able to take the initiative, even if their opponent is their own father. The outside world will not show her children mercy, so neither can she afford to be too forgiving to them. If you do not repay the blood debt directives the knave applies to you, all her attacks against you will be enhanced. But if you manage to out-heal the bond of life, the knave will reward you for repaying this blood debt, and your charged attacks against her will be enhanced.
Don't the bone wings on her back look like spiders?
Yes, that's it.
I don't like it.
Oh my gosh, it's like she has total control of her prey while she watches them struggle and closes the distance. Ugh, it's kind of creepy being the hunted one for once.
Okay. I think we should stop the introduction here. Let's leave some space for everyone to experience the challenge for themselves.
Wait, so I know that many travelers will be wondering about this. The Knave's boss form is tied to her story quest. Normally, players would have to progress the story to a certain point in order to participate in the challenge. But now we have a quick challenge feature for weekly Trounce domain bosses.
Yeah!
As long as travelers are adventure rank 40 or higher, they'll be able to challenge her directly by going to the Adventurer Handbook, going to the Domains tab, selecting Trounce domains, and pressing Quick Challenge.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. It's a nice little shortcut to the battle.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to that. That is really valuable information to have. And it also looks like it's my turn to deliver some news. 2 new artifact sets will become available in version 4.6. Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy and Unfinished Reverie. Travelers who are interested in them should stay tuned for more information.
Cool. Oh, you're finished. Okay, wait, how come your update was so short? It wasn't enough for me.
Yeah, give us more.
Okay, I actually do have other news to share.
Ooh.
Yes. In version 4.6, Sumeru City will be experiencing an unsolved mystery. Ooh.
And for some reason, Sino's gotten mixed up in it.
Hey, how did you know about that?
His picture is right there.
Oh, right. Oops. Well, Sino wanted to investigate personally because someone involved in the case has a very unique identity, and the two of them share a close connection.
Sounds like there's some serious shenanigans going on.
That's right. Is this a case where we get to use violence if the situation gets too complicated?
Yes.
These are all very good guesses, but I'll offer you one clue that you probably wouldn't be able to guess otherwise. A mysterious youngster with connections to the mystery will make his debut during the case. And Sino's friends are not just freeloaders who only show up for food. Tainari, Kale, Alhaitham, and Kaveh will all come to support him when he's in a pinch. So yeah, if you want to know more about what happens in this case, then be sure to check out Sino's second story quest, Lupus Aureus Act 2. Travelers can venture to Sumeru and investigate the secrets lurking underneath the sands. In due time, of course.
Sarah, you totally delivered. That was great news. Speaking of great news, I think Damon also has some important information to share.
Wait.
Really?
Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
What are we waiting for?
We've just presented too much information too quickly. Can we take a break, please, so we can digest all of it, please?
Damon.
Please.
He can't keep getting away with this.
do, though.
All right.
No, Damon, you're right.
I know.
Let's check out the first redemption code before we continue introducing the new content.
That's what I thought.
That was amazing. That's what I thought.
Welcome back, everyone. So
Hey!
we've already told you the story of Arlecchino and the House of the Hearth. So why don't we continue the story of Remuria, which you saw in the beginning of the program?
I would like this very much, please.
Yes, you did such a
Yes,
good job.
yes.
Encore.
A new area of Fontaine will open in version 4.6. Travelers will get to visit the village of Petrichor. Though, would there even be much to see on such a small island?
Well, yeah, I guess this is where I'm supposed to really confidently say totally, right?
It is, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, now that you've mentioned it, there's definitely more to this village than meets the eye, right?
Yeah, I think we're focused on the wrong thing here. This is where the kingdom of Remuria's remains lay at rest. So how big was such a glorious and prosperous nation, really?
Oh, well, now that you say that, I mean, this little town looks a whole lot bigger.
Now that's a neat trick. Anyway, this is where we'll meet a talking cat. With its guidance, we will be able to see the civilization that vanished thousands of years ago.
What? Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Anything for a talking cat?
As Aaron mentioned at the beginning of the program, King Remus composed a symphony, one with wondrous power that grants the wishes of the human souls dwelling within.
Yes, I'm getting it. I don't
You're
get it.
so not getting
don't
it.
get
That's okay. I will explain it in a few words. So you'll just have to learn about the symphony by going on an adventure with this little cat. I'll avoid spoiling the adventure itself, but you'll arrive at the Remuria ruins with the cat. The kingdom's remnants slumber in the depths where the sunlight can't reach. You'll meet a dragon in the deep seas.
Dun, dun, dun.
So you'll be able to obtain powers relating to the symphony, which will help you explore the lost realm of Remuria. You'll be able to pause the melody within the realm of this ancient civilization. You can also unseal time in places where it stopped.
So these
cool.
powers will let you interact with specific objects in the ruins. You know, that might be useful for solving puzzles during your adventure.
Totally.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, a forgotten statue sits in a recess of the fated castle, silently proclaiming the immortality and glory of a great civilization. It awaits a warrior who would dare challenge the majesty of the ancient ruler.
Oh yeah, that's right. The statue of marble and brass will soon be coming as a boss. You can earn all sorts of materials if you manage to beat it in a challenge.
I'm so hyped for it.
Oh my gosh, yes. And Damon, you did such a great job with
Yes, you
introducing
did.
it.
That was great. That was
Yeah.
great, Damon. Wait, but real quick question. How do we even get to such a remote little island?
That is a great question. Travelers who have already completed the third act of the Archon quest, Song of the Dragon and Freedom, will automatically unlock a teleport waypoint in the village of Petrichor. Hopefully this helps travelers with exploring the new area.
I've heard that this feature will return for many new areas in the future.
So exciting.
I know. So cool. All right, that's all the information that we have about Fontaine for now.
And now, outside of the region, ...
It seems like a new style of rock and roll is getting popular in Inazuma.
Rock and roll.
Yeah! All right, let's all take a short break before we get into the next section. Take a look at today's second redemption code.
Yeah!
All right.
Welcome back, everyone!
Hey!
Okay, I I hear that a musical tour is coming to Inazuma, and the organizer is none other than Arataki Ito himself. Max, would you like to tell us more about it?
It would be my absolute pleasure, compadre. So I got a question. Does everyone still remember Dvorak?
Of course. He participated in last year's Lantern Rite, right?
That's about life. Specifically, it's about a brave puppy who saved the lives of countless other creatures on the battlefield.
Aww, that's so cute.
Adorable.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I really hope the Music Festival of Life will inspire everyone to unleash their own rock and roll spirit. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Ito himself will personally be performing on the big stage.
What? Oh my gosh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it will be. And here's more exclusive news for you. Dvorak will be giving away a brand new musical instrument to our travelers called the Nightwind Horn.
Ooh.
So if you enjoy playing music in real life, or especially if you enjoy playing music in the game, be sure to check it out.
I'm looking forward to seeing more amazing performances from all the great musicians out there.
Are you now? Well, since you're so excited about it and the festival, why don't you help launch the Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour to Force of Awesomeness?
Yeah, I'll try to.
All right, there's 3 steps to preparing for the festival. Number 1, Extreme Carnival Ensemble. We can practice getting into the flow with some rhythm games while the stage is still coming together.
Wow, those keys look really unique.
Yeah, they really are. And the second task is called the Trillion Trinket Trawl. Say that 3 times fast. The Trillion Trinket Trawl, the Trillion Trinket Trawl, the Trillion Trinket Trawl. I did it.
Ooh.
We can't have a rockin' music festival without a rockin' venue. So, travelers will be helping Dvorak spruce it up with his list of items.
It's a piece of cake, right?
Yeah. And lastly, we have the Meeting of Melodies. Can't have a party without adoring fans, so we gotta invite fellow music lovers to come jam with us. After listening to their tunes, we can restore the missing music notes.
Oh, so we'll be able to hear them sing. That is super exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the point. Music gets you pumped. And after we've rocked out to the pure spirit of music awesomeness in Inazuma, over in Mondstadt, they'll be dancing to a tense and thrilling tune.
Hold up. What do you mean by tense and thrilling?
Does it mean anything if I say, Wind Trace, Seekers and Strategy has finally arrived?
Yes! I love Wind Trace. And yeah, it can get a little tense at times.
Well, the new name implies that the game has undergone some mechanics changes, yeah?
Yeah, you're correct. That's very intuitive of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'll be playing hide and seek as rebels and hunters, just like before, but there are a few new rules.
Ooh.
Yeah, when rebels are captured for the first time, they'll be exiled to the surveillance zone for a short period of time. Now, they will be automatically freed after their time out, but also their friends can try to help them escape the zone early. But if you get sent to jail twice, you're permanently deleted from the game.
Ooh, that does sound tense and thrilling.
Right?
And that's not all. Oh no, each round will have 6 signaling devices, which will prevent nearby rebels from disguising or concealing themselves. The rebels' goal is to repair these devices while also avoiding capture. Once they repair 4 devices, they win the match. Oh, and rebels can work together to repair these devices. And hunters will either need to prevent the rebels from repairing the signaling devices, or they can simply eliminate their opponents.
If you team up with friends, then watching these games should be a blast.
She more thrilling. When rebels are fixing a signaling device, the device being repaired will enter the high-speed signaling state. What does it mean? It means it'll give off a light visible by every player in the area. In fact, the device will even be marked on the minimap.
Ooh, okay. So that means that repairing the devices will expose your location. Oh my gosh. It's these sort of unexpected risks that can be the most nerve-wracking. This is gonna be super interesting to play.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And in another event, travelers will receive a rather strange commission.
What do you mean, rather strange?
What I mean is, there's a chef who's famous for using unusual ingredients, and he wants to make friends with a pyro-regisfine.
Huh?
Oh yeah, and not just a pyro-regisfine, he also wants to befriend a primo geovician, and a jade plume terror shroom, and the millennial pearl seahorse.
Huh?
You guys heard me the first time. Yeah, I thought you would react this way. Anyway, a chef recently returned from a trip to Natlon, and he started getting some ideas. He thought he should toughen himself up by having his own companion. You know, just like how people from Natlan have Saurian companions.
That makes sense. Kind of. Wait, did you say that he came back from Natlan?
Listen, Damon. If you want to know the
Okay,
details, go check out the event when the version is live, all right? But for now, it's time for me to introduce the gameplay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
We hear you.
All right, you got it.
You got
In
it.
this challenge, you can adjust the difficulty and your negotiation strategies. If you've got the guts, then you can take on fearless difficulty. You can also talk to Ranjit to adjust the number of negotiation strategies. So if you reduce them, it amps up the challenge difficulty, giving you the perfect opportunity to test your skills.
Cool.
Both active strategies and long-term strategies are available. You can trigger active strategies at will. However, your opponent's HP and level will change depending on the number of strategies that you've picked.
Ooh, that's cool.
So you've got to choose your favorite strategies to come out on top. Play to your strengths.
Wow.
Noted.
And moving on, travelers should be familiar with our next event, Vibro Crystal Applications.
Ooh, it seems like the event involves connecting different vibrating crystals in order to generate different effects.
Aaron, I am so impressed by how intuitive you are.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. That means
That is
so much
incredible.
coming from you.
Yeah, well, I meant it. Each round requires 2 teams. Before each battle, you can set up Vibro Crystal Harmonics plans for each of your teams. This will allow you to receive different combat buffs when you combine transmitter crystals and receiver crystals.
Basically, the transmitter crystal decides the trigger condition, while the receiver crystal determines the buff that your team gets as a result. By connecting them in different combinations, you can create varying harmonic effects. It's your custom buff plan.
Wow.
Spot on, Sarah Miller Cruz.
Thank you.
And you gain a harmonic point for each time that you trigger a harmonic effect. You can get even more combat bonuses if you accumulate enough harmonic points. Each challenge will have different trial characters, so you can choose the harmonic buff that works best for your team setup.
Nice.
Be sure to maximize your points if you want to exchange them for rewards.
Nice. Also, the Genius Invocation TCG event, the Forge Realms Temper, will be returning in version 4.6. The Heated Battle mode will also receive an update, so don't miss out, duelists.
And there's going to be an overflowing mastery event, so you can more easily train up the characters who need the extra boosty boost.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Max. You just did an amazing job.
That was impressive.
Thank you,
introducing all
Sarah.
that.
Oh,
And
thanks, guys.
since you introduced so many events in one go, I feel like you deserve a little break.
You know what? Yes, you agree?
I was gonna say,
I
I
agree
agree.
too.
I
I'll
agree.
agree.
So how about now, let's check out the
last redemption code.
Yay!
Welcome back, everyone. Next up, we're presenting some information about improvements for different in-game systems. For the Serena Teapot, such as the Quick Obtain feature. Instead of having to navigate a bunch of menus, you can use this feature to put all missing furnishings into a queue, where you can use one click to purchase any missing components and then craft your desired piece.
Wow.
Ooh, that does actually sound very convenient.
So convenient, so convenient. The avatar system will also be updated, so you'll be able to use more portraits of your familiar friends as your profile display.
Oh,
that's fun.
Oh, that mask is Hanachiru Sato, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's Arama.
You bet.
And the Thunderbird and Rue. And more. This is amazing.
So many more. I'm sure lots of travelers like them. Treasure compasses have also been updated. Its markers will be displayed on both the large map and the mini map. The compasses will also include information about different map layers.
Sweet.
Way more intuitive.
It's time to eradicate all the maps with 99% exploration progress.
Heck yeah!
Exploration!
Eradication!
Now that we've gone over some updates to the game systems, it's time to talk about some Genshin Impact soundtrack news.
Let's go music!
Yeah, that's right. Genshin Impact's third Fontaine OST, Cantus Aeternus, will debut during version 4.6. This album features original music created by the Hoyo Mix team for the new region of Fontaine and related content.
Ooh, yeah!
Music is my favorite!
So hyped.
Oh no, y'all! It looks like there's nothing left for us to present. I know. So I think that means it's time for this special program to come to a close.
Say it's not so.
Is there anything else that y'all would like to share with all the travelers?
Answer right now in this moment?
It's okay, you've got
now.
this. You got this.
Okay, I'll make
go.
it easy and just be very selfish and say that I'm just so incredibly excited for Arlecchino. We did a lot of work with her. I think she's really cool, and I can't wait for everyone else to see how cool she is.
She's so cool.
Totally.
She's so freaking cool, and I love the whole quest and everything secret that I can't talk about right now. But I am also really excited for that and Linny's involvement in said things, and that's all I'm gonna say right now, guys.
It's so hard to talk about this without spoiling anything, but I'm
know.
so excited for you guys to experience this concert. It is so good, and all I can say is that I had more fun recording for this part of Genshin Impact than I've had in a long time recording. So,
Oh my gosh,
it's gonna be
that's
fun.
amazing. Wow, I'm excited for all of those things too. And I'm also really pumped for the Wind Trace Festival because I love it so much. And it sounds like there's a ton of awesome things coming in version 4.6. So I hope everyone's excited.
Yes, I am.
Yay! Wow, okay. I just have to say, this was so fun being here with you today.
I'm so glad I got to be here with you guys.
This was
guys.
such a great
Thank
time. So thanks for being here. And I think that's all we've got for this program. So we will see
Time itself is a silent song. Time itself is a silent song.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
There are still so many places for us to explore. This is how it must be.
Sounds good to me.
Delve into destiny.
Into the wind.
Written in the stars.
The tides beckon. I will have order. Stabilize.
Let me scribe.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Settle down. This is order. Solidify.
Shadows of fate.
to the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Gather! Silence!
Fate is upon you.
Let the mighty be humbled! There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
Water cup. In many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure.
I will have order!
Let me scry.
The wind knows it.
Settle down!
One with nature.
Delve into destiny.
Silence!
I see the value in...
Solidify!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Written in the stars!
Settle down! guide you. Stabilize.
Shadows of fate!
The wind knows me.
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Meru's water meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
nature. Clouds high, the birds call.
Fate is upon you.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Yep, you're right.
Time to go. Brings a smile to my face. Time to go. wherever in this world I roam.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Time to go. Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the academia think they're doing? All right, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
150K. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Dun-dun! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone? I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give...
They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be, and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you. But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa! Judgment?
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet Dory.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people, the buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here. Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished. All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the palace of Alcazar's. Let's go!
Time to go.
Is that butler just messing with me? Is that butler just messing with me? Is that butler just messing with me?
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Is that butler just messing with me? Is that butler just messing with me? Is that butler just messing with me?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Is that butler just messing with me? just messing with me? Is that butler just messing with me?
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Is that butler just messing with me? Is that butler just messing with me?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up.
Aw, sounds like we came all this way for nothing.
Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made.
Then why does the Academia prohibit selling canned knowledge?
Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least 2 potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is.
The Court of Desolation? What's that?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation. Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora.
What? That's super expensive!
No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him.
All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid, and I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more.
We'd better get going. If Dora keeps at it, we'll be out of Mora.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Sino! We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the Academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's Sino for you. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Time to go.
Shadows of fate!
Silence! Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you, hmm?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Happy to oblige.
Gather!
Written in the stars.
Take that! Nowhere to run! Need floor.
Let me scribe.
Into the wind.
Bow your head. I'll be back. You are not welcome here.
Lucky today?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! One with nature.
Through me, justice is served. Guilty!
Regret.
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it. Let's get out of here!
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait!
on! There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes! Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact. Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa! Who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday. Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
I cannot help but feel that you bringing me here is some sort.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Sino?
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa! Where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
Silence! I will have order! Stabilize!
Whew. Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are? Stay still. Here's the answer. It must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved? But that doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! Why would it be on her?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier. It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Sino. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
They're back again! How many of them are there?
Into the wind! Time to go.
Weird. Is this where the auction is? Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker, and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes. And don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Time to go. Yeah.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right? Yay. Let's rest for a little while before we go back to find Sino. It's probably about... Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found some leads.
Time to go. Follow the wind.
Oh, looks like Sino caught someone. So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but... I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, Traveler.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
This realm is truly beginning to If you ever have any